small. Wow, tiny.
You are currently listening to Tiny Table,
where we explore TTRPGs you might not have heard of.
Whether big or small, we hope to cover them all.
Because we know that great things can come in tiny packages.
I love to interrupt.
Coming to you live like a laser, like a razor,
Tiny table.
like a frog, tiny table.
We got there. Close.
And no cigar, because I've never smoked one.
Welcome to Tiny Table. Smallest salutations, everyone.
Teeny tiny hellos.
Where no game is too small for our tiny crew. I thought I could do it. I was off. I was like, maybe.
Bated breath. I was like, she's good.
I was like, can I do it without opening? Every time I close Discord, the pins go away again.
Put it on your notes.
Welcome to Tiny Table, where no game is too small. Here at Tiny Table, the game always changes, but our lovely players stay the same. Introduce yourselves, you goddamn players.
Welcome to Tiny Table, where no game is too small. The tagline always changes, but the players stay the same.
Yeah, where the tagline is easy to memorize, but Julian can't anyway.
And hi, I'm Holly, and I am Princess Sylrona Starkind, and my favorite fantasy realm is the Pokemon world. Has been since I was a child. Will probably continue to be so.
Beautiful.
That's real.
I just want to have one of those little guys.
I have one of those little guys. One of those teeny tiny little guys.
Gotta catch them all.
And speaking of little guys, it's the littlest guy of all. It's me, Skylar. I'm actually the tallest one here.
Yeah, that's rich coming from you.
Yeah, those long legs.
And my long segues into my character. I'm playing Flesh Fine Shell, the Squire for Hire at your service. And my favorite fantasy realm, 100% influenced by recency bias, is the charming little world of Friedren Beyond Journey's End. I just wanna learn magic. I just wanna go on a little short 10-year adventure with my friends. It's a good time.
Hello, everyone. My name is Neo, and I'm going to be playing Cornelius Cumberston, the old coot. And my favorite fantasy realm, the superior elf adventure of the fantasy world of Dungeon Meshi.
Hater.
My haterade, I drank my full glass, 8 glasses of haterade every day.
Every day.
And Ryoko Kui is a genius. This is also secretly a Dungeon Meshi fan podcast.
No longer a secret. I think we've ended multiple episodes with Watch Dungeon Meshi, read Dungeon Meshi, watch Dungeon Meshi. You should really watch Dungeon Meshi at this point, because by the time this comes out, it's done.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
They get 26 episodes, so yeah.
Damn.
Well, first season will be
And
done.
I am, have been, and will continue to be your game mistress, Julian. And the reason I'm a game mistress is my favorite fantasy world, which is the world my dad ran his D&D campaign in for 30 years. It was the planet he runs his game on is not spherical. It's a cylinder, like a giant cylinder that is offset, and that offset has two, like, colossal continent-sized perpetual waterfalls that fall continuously and bisect the world into two sections, where one was his college game and then the other section was the side they flew over to continue into adulthood when he moved into a new playgroup.
Nice.
Hell yeah. I love that.
We are returning to the grand finale of Daggerheart today, here to see how our heroes fare now that they have made it to the town of Hush.
Oh, that's what it's called?
That's the name of the town.
That's
I
so
see.
cute.
Yeah.
That's why you can't hear anything until you get into the center.
Yes.
A town we now know the namesake of. In the prior sessions, our heroes had passed through the magical barrier that keeps this town safe from the dangers of the Sablewood, dangers you had encountered prior in your run-ins with some Thistlefolk bandits. You have arrived, just as we join our session now, here at the base of the house of the Whitefire Archivist, the kind of the overseer and caretaker of this town. Who is the reason for this bubble of silence that ensconces it and separates it from the rest of the world. You have all been sent here with a yet unopened chest in your purview that is to be delivered to the Whitefire Archivist, a woman whose title you know, but not her name. As you make your way past the homes of the village out into the farmland of Hush, farmland as it were, you are seeing not open arable fields, but rather in the pockets of street in between some of the farmhouses, you are seeing holes down into the underground where a variety of crops are cultivated with a thin layer of glowing blue moss over the top of their fruits and vegetables running along the stones of these subterranean farms, lit by the white fire that you see kind of crackling as a source of light underneath. Amongst these thriving groves, you notice that the sablewood trees that line this area have hundreds of unique faces carved into the sides, and it seems that they've used those eye whorls that Neo identified earlier as the eyes of the faces, and they've added noses and smiling mouths and the like to decorate their trees.
Cute.
One tree, taller than the rest, bears the Arcanist's home, hanging like an overripe fruit. It hangs from a braid of rope as wide around as a giant's forearm, tied to a massive branch and counterweighted by a cabin-sized boulder that lies at the base of the tree. The stone is marked with a collection of symbols, and the cabin windows above flash with a soft kind of yellow-greenish light.
That seems horribly inconvenient.
This is so whimsical.
I wonder what the rent prices are like.
What would you all like to do?
I think I want to try to go up to the front door. Is it's hanging from the tree?
So, front door would be about 35, 40 feet up off the ground.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like, like first I think Cornelius is gonna, hey! Arcanist lady!
Hello!
We're here from the kingdom!
Salutations.
Hello!
Lights within continue to flicker, but there is no further response.
All right.
She's listening to club music.
Can I will I'll be like, okay, I'm going to try something, and I'm going to make a minor illusion. This is one of my sorcerer class features. That I make a spellcast roll. The DC is 10, and on a success, I create a minor visual illusion no larger than myself within close range, and this illusion is convincing to anyone in far range or further.
Cool.
That will be a 12, so a success with fear.
Gotcha. I will take a fear, but add, I don't think, any additional complications to this casting. What is it you're creating?
I'm creating an exact illusion of myself, but in front of the window, and I'm waving.
Wonderful. As I try to I pull some of the shadow from my essence, and I make a perfect copy of myself. That is going to be enough to get her attention. There is a sudden kind of opening of the door that is suspended over nothing, so you're a little confused as to what is going to step out, and there is no step at all, but a humble buzz as the Arcanist flies forth. A 7-foot-tall mix of humanoid and firefly, the Arcanist is a fairy.
Whoa.
She moves with a combination of very slow and then very suddenly jerky motions. Her expressions are difficult to read for you non-fae folk, but her emotions are very clear in her voice. She's old but spry, and she's eyeing the group over mischievously.
Kind of like you, Cornelius.
Are you the group Emeris has sent from the capital?
Yes, I'm his daughter,
His daughter?
the princess.
Oh my, you're rather late, aren't you? Come in.
Sorry, we had some complications.
We were attacked by bandits!
We also partied. Kind of hardy.
I'll have questions for that first bit, and I'm not terribly curious about the second. Come in. She snaps her fingers, and the rope that holds the house aloft just seems to lengthen and grow longer and longer and longer and longer, though seemingly there's nowhere where the slack is coming from. The rope itself is just doubling in length, and the house lowers its way down to the ground.
Wow.
The interior is surprisingly spacious. the main room is a crowd of potion bottles and spell books, runes and plants, and a couple little critters, familiar types, skittering all about. All of them a mix of at least 2 animals, and some of them maybe 3. No one would classify this place as messy. It's just she has a system. Maximalist, yeah. She did the Marie Kondo method. She kept what brings her joy. A lot of things bring her joy.
And she's correct.
Wow, I love all the cats you have in here. Cats, of course, being cow bats.
You're having too much fun with this.
I love 2 things together.
This is so whimsical.
We live in a realm.
That we do. Now, I'm curious. You mentioned you were attacked by bandits, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of little ruffians trying to scrape
Thistle
together.
frogs.
Maybe.
They've been more and more active recently. It's been a bit of a point of concern for me. My wards, they keep out the fauna, they keep out the wildlife, but these are thinking, feeling beings. These are ones who could, if they so desired, they could cross my wards, lest I invest in some other forms of magics, and I don't want to impose or impede upon the passage of the villagers. It's how many were there?
About 3 or 4.
There were 4 of them. We slew 2, and the other 2 fled.
I see.
You could invest in some guards. You know, we just walked right in here. No one even asked or demanded papers.
Everyone was so nice and lovely.
It was very accommodating, but, you know, I mean, if you don't want to do magic, you can just, pay some dudes to stand around with sticks.
You're correct. It's just, I wouldn't want to live in a version of this town that's just policed constantly.
No, I agree with you there.
I feel like it gives us a sense of peace to know you can just walk through the bubble and all is well with the world. Perhaps the world's not so forgiving of such ideals, but I'd like to hold it out. As long as I can keep them uninterested and at least have them think that they can't enter, that's more than enough of a reward for me.
What do they want?
What does any ruffian want in the woods these days? They want what they have not. I'm sure you wouldn't know anything about that, but that's a matter for another time. You said you'd brought a package, yes?
Yes.
Wonderful. Where is it?
It's right here, and
Here you go.
Clunk. The chest is placed down in front. She lifts up one of her wings, and dangling underneath, you see a series of little keys that end not in defined key shapes, but just in little end in little nubbins. And she plucks one of them, puts it into the lock of the chest, turns it, there's a flash of light, and the key disappears, but the chest opens. Inside the package, there is a huge stone. The weight of the chest finally becomes clear to you. It's literally got a rock inside of it that's as big as the chest's dimensions. A massive stone with a lion's face carved into it.
It's a Pride Rock.
Actually, I don't think the princess would even recognize the specifics of this, as you rarely leave the castle, but Cornelius, you recognize this as the keystone of the capital city gate's main archway. The Arcanist nods sagely as soon as she sees it and says, "Oh, of course the king would keep this delivery a secret. If anyone knew your city was no longer warded,
what?
You'd be conquered before sunrise."
Where do you...
Why would he give this?
I mean, I know this was on the arch. This looked familiar to me, but what are you talking about?
Unwarded?
The ward is in need of a reinstatement.
Oh.
The king is seeking my magic to replenish this. I think time is of the essence here.
Yes,
She
please.
snaps her fingers and the treehouse begins to lift back up into the air.
Ew.
And once it reaches its zenith, she snaps again. And instead of coming to a stop, it continues upward and kind of unhooks itself from the rope. And the walls of the house kind of unfurl like petals, almost like you're on a giant flower-shaped flying carpet made of house. And it begins to float outwards in the direction of kind of beyond the township. We must for the open veil to reinstate the ward. The travel itself won't be dangerous, but the reinstatement may well be. I would ask you all to accompany me, if it is not too much concern.
What's
not
gonna
concern
be
at all.
what's gonna be dangerous about it?
To channel such magic into these wards requires one to call upon the magic of the land itself, the magic of the forgotten gods.
Ooh.
This is magic that lies dormant everywhere, but when the dregs of this old power are made manifest, they're often made manifest continuing the will of the forgotten gods from when they ruled. And this manifestation is often violent.
Yeah, those old spirits, a lot of nature magic is very old and, well, they're not very diplomatic types. They're very,
A modern invention.
yeah.
We can protect you.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye out for you. I mean, John Tegue's not with us. He's kind of the muscle of the group.
He is the hero of the group.
John Tegue's on he's got a 17 kill streak out there. He's just he went back into the Thistle Folk and he's killing. He heard it's a problem. He's like, leave it to me.
Thank you, John Tegue.
I kneel. I prostrate.
You can learn a lot from him.
The home itself floats eastward further and further away from the township, though still within the bubble. And you eventually make your way to a more kind of open area, a clearing in between some of the trees of the Sablewood that are within the bubble. The clearing itself is perfectly circular, clearly sourced by some magic, the only area where you can see the open sky. As the house kind of drifts down and touches down, you can almost feel this kind of electric scintillation in the air itself. Clearly an area with a lot of embedded magic. She touches down, looks around, and she says, "This is where I first carved the pillars that protect our village. I've not performed magic of the scope I am about to in quite some time, so I'll hope you will excuse me if I stumble on the way there. I almost died in the ritual to create those original pillars, and I am older now than I was then. Last I checked, linear time is still in effect here.
Is there anything we could do to help you?
How do you imagine you will die one day?"
Hopefully in a nice warm bed surrounded by the good folks who I've protected.
Wonderful. A too successful night. We need more of those. As for you, groundskeeper it was, how do you imagine you'll die one day?
I'm never gonna die. What are you talking about?
I really do need an answer for this one. That's the worst thing you could say here.
Well, I was gonna go with, in my bed, surrounded by my loved ones and all my bastard children asking me for money and all
Cornelius is going out freaky and fucking.
Yeah, but more likely I was kind of hoping blaze of glory, freaking fucking, yes, keep it freaky.
Yes, no, keep it real. Honesty is valuable here and lies sow violence, so keep it real.
All right.
Keep it freaky.
Keep it freaky.
Keep it a buck, Mr. Fawn. And she turns towards the princess. Not to be rude to a royal, how do you imagine you'll die?
I always imagined that I would die early, taken by what I once thought was a curse. I thought that would be my end, that I would meet it any day now. But now I think for the first time in my life, I think I might die naturally, of old age, a life having done something.
Beautiful. You'll do something well today. Truth spoken in the grove shall aid us here. I appreciate your candor. Pithy truths do little for magic. I'll need a little bit of time to prepare before I begin. When the ritual begins, stand about me and be at arms.
All right. Pulls out big old clunking shield and mace.
Beautiful.
I'll take a stress as I'll load up 2 tokens onto this card.
Beautiful.
In preparation, since it seems like we're going to be getting into combat, you see Flash. All right, King. He kind of clangs his armor. All right, you got this. I'm going to as he gets kind of ready and starts like hyping himself up, you see he puts down his visor that's been like up for the most part, protecting him, and its shape is that of like a snapping turtle. It's kind of like
cool.
stronger jaw,
like that.
kind of pointed nose, more scaly and kind of draconic. And I'm going to use my once per long rest feature to become unstoppable. So once per long rest, I can become unstoppable. I basically place a die, which is a D4. And while unstoppable and this die facing up starting at its highest value, I have resistance to physical damage.
Nice.
I add an extra D6 to any damage rolls I make. And I add the current value of my unstoppable die to my armor score. I also can't be restrained or vulnerable. And whenever I roll damage dice to like attack things, I reduce my unstoppable die by 1 value. And then if it goes below 1, or the scene ends, that is it.
Very cool.
Alrighty.
Visors in place. How else are we preparing?
I also want to use my once per long rest ability, Clarity of Nature, where I said, well, if you're gonna do a ritual, let's do it right. And I draw like a nice little circle around us, and I said, all right, everybody hold hands. And I use my wild touch ability to like blow a sweet scent through the air, and I can breathe in and out. And I can clear stress equal to my instinct trait, which is +2. So if anyone has any stress they need to clear, aka princess, that you are welcome to free up to 2. I'm stress free, so
I'll
Very nice.
get rid of my one stress.
Is that doable as an action?
it's sort of like after spending a few minutes resting.
Okay, so that's
space,
not a thing you can do like during a fight.
No.
Very cool.
So this is kind of like as we prepare to start this ritual, let's like ground ourselves. Let's like
Beautiful.
clear our minds.
Come
and
straight
be ready.
free.
Does anybody else have any stress costing abilities they'd like to do like sequentially before that clear happens so you have a chance to like recover?
I do not.
Cool.
Yeah, sadly, I do not either. All my stress use abilities are going to be in combat.
Same. And my
Love it.
once per long rest, not super good for me right now. Might be good later, but
Cool.
channel raw power. We only got 2 domains. It's hard to.
Yeah,
Put one away.
tough to sacrifice half of your kit.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's an interesting ability to have accessible since first level.
So I think the idea of it is that if, like for Rune Ward, if I roll an 8, like I can't use it anymore. So I could be like, cool, I'll vault it.
Oh, that's cool. You have an ability that can auto expire.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Alrighty, any final preparations needed before the ritual commences?
No.
That'll get us to it then. The Arcanist heads into the very center of the circle, and she spends about an hour with the stone. Give me some descriptions. What does her magic look like?
So I think her magic starts out where she starts sort of vibrating she unfurls her wings and sort of splays them out and starts kind of vibrating them, and we start just kind of hearing like a as she sort of attunes herself to the weave.
That's
Nice.
really cool.
Yeah.
I had mine kind of comes from a childhood memory of mine. I come from a place with a ton of fireflies. Like that's a really core summer memory for me. So I think as she is doing the wing vibration and attuning to the magic, little motes of light, they could be real fireflies, not real fireflies, all start to rise from the ground, from the grass around, and kind of alights the area.
Nice.
And I like that the idea as she's attuning to this stone to give it these this magic, each one of those little luminescent fireflies rising from the vibration of her wings, zoom, zoom, starts to zip forth, and as it does, little magical like string or thread or rope kind of darts from the spot it was floating to the stone and begins to like sort of wrap and encompass almost like a little cocoon as she's
I like
infusing this very natural, very insectoid magic.
I love that. And as these wisps of light continue to wrap around the stone, they hone in closer and closer and closer. And then eventually, the stone itself begins to glow of its own accord. The Arcanist has this kind of like shrill response. She like, The keystone has finally responded. Surround me.
All right. On it.
I'll lose the pathway if I don't focus. Her body begins to glow brighter and brighter. Her eyes start to roll backwards, and it's tough to tell as they do because they're multifaceted, so it's just unveiling just segments of her eye you weren't seeing prior. And the entire house, which has been kind of parked on one edge of the glade, begins to float like a foot up off the ground in the distance. And in the distance of the woods, you hear... And let's get that combat tracker out.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You feel a rumble.
All right.
4 ancient skeletal forms burst, Evil Dead style, up from the ground. Rusted swords in hand, they are disturbed by the magic awakened by the Arcanist. In the distant, the producers of those haunted melodies, 2 forest wraiths, float ominously out from the woods towards you. I'm going to start a countdown die of 8. This will tick down 1 every time an adversary is defeated, but it will go up anytime the Whitefire Archivist is hit by an attack. She's here at the center of the glade. If the countdown reaches 0, her ritual successfully completes. You are all currently around her. All of the skeletons that have burst up around you are close. The wraiths at the edge are far.
Whoa.
What would you like to do?
I will immediately
Be gone from here.
and I'll unleash chaos towards the 2 skeletons. And I will okay, let me see if I even hit first, and then
Smart.
I'll see if I'll do anything on top of that. And that is going to be a 14 with stress. Sorry, with fear.
14 with fear?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
that-
That'll be a hit.
Okay, then I'm going to do my primal origin to hit an additional person. So additional target. So I'll hit both the skeletons.
Beautiful.
I'll mark a stress, and I will do 2d10 damage to them. It's not going to be great. That is 5 points of damage to each of them. Magic damage.
5 points of damage. Each of them are hurt, but neither is slain.
Okay.
And that was a roll with fear. So I am going to have... I'm actually going to take a fear and let... I'll take the turn. So I'm going to convert one of my existing fear into 2 additional action tokens.
Ooh.
So I've got 3 to work with. I'm going to spend 2 of my action tokens to have all 4 of the skeletons mob in minion style for a group attack. And they will mob in on you, the person who tried to do this.
Okay.
All of them attack you. It's a single attack, and success will mean more damage for however many members participate. What's your evasion?
9.
That is only a 2, though. So all these skeletons mob in together, and you just backpedal clean away from them. How is it you escape from the mobbing horde?
I have a flash of shadow, and I think my form just turns into shadow, and as they just pass through shadow before I rematerialize.
Fantastic. I'll use the last of these action tokens. One of the wraiths is going to float in from the edge of the forest and is going to go... Let's go to the big boy. Actually, no, I think I'll go to Cornelius on this one.
What?
You're oldest. You have the ripest...
Smell.
No, you're ripe for this particular power. They are going to go up to you, and a ghostly hand extends, but it's only a 5 to hit.
That does not hit me.
Does not hit. So one of the wraiths is now in close range. The other is still at the edge of the forest. The skeletons and the wraiths have all missed. We're back in the player's hands.
I'm not dead yet. I would like to go next, and I'd like to make a spellcast roll. I'd like to use my domain power, Vicious Entangle. So, do that. That's a critical success!
Let's go! Hype. So you clear a stress, you take a hope, and
Clear stress and a hope. That's crazy.
And what is it that you are doing?
I am on a success. Roots and vines reach out from the ground and temporarily restrain them, as well as dealing 1d8 on success. I can also spend hope to temporarily restrain as many enemies very close to your target.
Cool. So the damage will be 1d8 plus 8 because it's a crit.
That's a 4 plus 8, 12.
Beautiful. And you were targeting
One of the skeletons.
one of the damaged ones or one of the healthy ones?
One of the damaged ones.
Cool. One of the damaged skeletons is destroyed. Countdown goes down to 7.
I'd also like to spend. You said there's 4 skeletons?
Now 3.
Three skeletons. I will. You know what? I don't really have a lot of actions that are dependent on hope. So I'm going to spend 3 hope and restrain all 3 remaining skeletons.
Very cool. Okay.
What does restraining do? Does it? I mean,
a restrained creature cannot move.
Nice. Okay.
Just can't move.
I like that.
Heck yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And then I get out of melee range.
And I'm gonna say, since y'all were all surrounding the Arcanist and they're all surrounding you, the main benefit of restrained is none of the skeletons can get to the Arcanist. They can still attack
That's
y'all,
huge.
but that's critical.
That's critical.
That's critical.
Roll.
Critical roll. Oh, if you
Darn it.
Damn it.
couldn't get it out fast
Beautiful.
enough. Stupid.
Gonna have to wake up a little earlier to outpace old Cornelius. All right, Skylar, your turn.
Thank you, and thank you for passing it to me. Look, if there's one thing that I was taught, it's that undead aren't real people. I don't have to feel guilty about killing them. They're already dead. So I guess the skeletons are restrained and already a little damaged. I feel like I might want to go after the Wraith, since I have some of this like buff stuff going on, since there's one that's now closer to us. So I'd like to go after what is going to be one of the more intimidating looking foes, and because I want to show off as much of this system as possible, I'd like to try to use my Orderborn ability. I chose the dedications, just very classic ones, of courage, loyalty, and honor. And in this moment of protecting both the princess, my uncle, and this random dragonfly, I'd like to embody the dedication of courage to roll a d20 as my hope instead of a d12 on this attack roll.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So I will use that. That is once per short rest. And we'll grab a d20 and a d12 and see if I can't hit them. Ooh! Oh my god, that's so good. That's over 20 with hope.
Beautiful. Take a hope. And this is targeting the Wraith, yes?
It's going to target the Wraith.
That'll definitely hit.
So with this, I'm also going to use my Forceful Push ability. When you make a successful melee attack, you can push the target out of melee range and spend a hope to make them temporarily vulnerable. And in addition, on a success with hope, I deal 1d6 more damage.
Very nice.
So between this and my Unstoppable, I'm going to roll 2d6 and 1d8 plus 1.
Cool.
Nice.
Ooh, that's going to be a total of 12 damage.
Beautiful. 12. And this is damage of a...
Physical.
Physical, yes. So the Wraiths are spectral and are resistant to physical damage. Having that to 6, which is a minor wound upon the Wraith, but you push it backwards and it is vulnerable. So I'm going to mark that it's got the V.
Yeah, temporarily vulnerable, so all attacks against it will have advantage.
Fantastic.
I'll roll up and unleash chaos on that. I'll take a stress point to get 2 more. And then, yeah, let me roll that with advantage. That is going to be 14 with hope. Does that hit?
Hit the... Who are you aiming at?
The Wraith?
The Wraith, yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to do 2d10 on it.
Nice.
Big money, big whammy. That will be 11 points of magic damage.
It is magic, and so it is not halved. That is going to be a major wound to the vulnerable Wraith.
That.
Play is still in the player's control.
Do you want to just alley-oop and do a team maneuver?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
I have so much hope.
My short staff is magical damage.
Ooh.
we should hone in on that wraith that's vulnerable.
Yeah.
I can take care of the skeletons. I didn't realize that this guy was so tough.
Yeah, I can hit with my I can run up and hit with my arcane gauntlets because that does magical damage, and then I won't have to take a stress.
Very nice. So maybe like while you're going in with the gauntlets up front, kind of in its face, I'll like sneak around from the back and just with the short staff right from the behinds, catch it unawares.
Or are you maybe using your like goat legs to like almost leap over?
Yeah, that'd be sick. I can use my fawn jump to just get some sick air and come down hard with the staff.
Yeah, I'll run up and I'll be like,
Leave this place.
and I'll go, bam, bam. And then
Fantastic. So you each make an action roll. So you each make an attack roll with your respective like modifiers, and then we choose which of these two rolls applies.
Okay.
Mine is a 15 with hope.
15 with hope.
14 with hope.
Cool. Either of those would do it. So Holly, as the
15.
initiator, you take the hope.
Okay.
And
Nice little
on a
refund.
roll with hope, the PC whose action roll was used gains the hope. If you tag team on an attack roll and it succeeds, you both roll damage, then add it together to determine the damage dealt.
Cool.
Nice.
That's
I'll
awesome.
roll a d10 plus
Also
3.
nice is that it only counts as a single action token. So fewer things for me to do.
Oh.
That's 9 magical damage for me.
That's 3 magical damage from me.
For a total of 10, another major wound to this wraith. It is barely hanging on at this point.
Or 9 and 3 is 12, I believe.
Cool. Still major.
Still
and
major.
not
Lovely.
quite up there. Alrighty.
Seems like it's still player action.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I guess I'll go and I'll try to smack one of these skeletons. Is there any that have already been hurt?
1.
Perfect. I'll go after the injured one. And I think in my squire training, I had to fight many. Well, they didn't supply skeletons, but they'd supply dummies dressed as skeletons. So I'd like to
Same deal.
spend a hope to add +2 to this attack.
Beautiful.
I don't like how many tokens you're
That's a crit. That's two 12s.
Boxcar. Even better than boxcar. That's 2 boxcars.
That's 2 boxcars. Yo, double 12s. Okay, that's insane.
Come
So
on, dude.
gain a hope, recover a stress.
I will gain a hope. I haven't had to spend stress yet. It's so terrifying. Oh man, this could get real swingy. This is gonna be if we don't keep momentum, this could be really dangerous. But I am gonna
Sitting
roll.
This would be the 5th token I've
Yeah,
got
I'm
available.
staring at those 5 tokens. And I'm a little fearful.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I will. So I gained a hope, and then I spent a hope, gained a hope, and I'll use an additional hope to roll. Oh no, it's already injured, so I'm gonna save my hope.
Yeah.
I already roll a d6 because I'm currently unstoppable. So it's a d8 and a d6. 9 points of physical damage plus
8.
10 points because I have +1, and then +8 because I crit. So 18.
18. The second
Wow.
skeleton dies. The timer increments down to 6. Fantastic.
Knock it out.
One of the
With-
skeleton's bones goes flying in every direction. 2 more of them kind of slump towards you, trying their best to free themselves from the restraints of the brambles.
All right, doing good so far.
Is it still in our control?
Yes, but no. I'm spending a fear to take control. Because I've got 5 tokens I'm sitting on, and it's about time I use them.
Well, this is the consequences of our actions.
The vulnerable wraith is going to reach out once again towards you, Cornelius, and try and do the thing it failed to do before as its ghostly hand floats towards your goat-like cheek. And that's going to be a 17 to hit, so that will do it.
Trying to suck me dry, eh?
The reason you've been the target for this, please describe a terrifying moment from your childhood. This is the memory delve attack. You've got a lot of those. You've got a colorful history, so it thought you were tasty.
Oh, a terrifying moment from my childhood.
Out in the mountains.
Oh gosh, because I'm from the Ridgeborn community, where I grew up in this sort of enclave of mountain goats, probably was, it was a time that I was just a young kid, hopping around on the rocks, having a good time, and I slipped and fell. And I had to, I caught myself on a like kind of those comical dangling branches that stick out of the sides of gorges and cliffs for some reason. But I was so far down that I had to hang there for like an hour.
Oof.
Just like holding on, trying to like hold on to this branch while like my friends like went to go get adult help. And I was just kind of like hanging there for like what felt like forever, just dangling to my death for like such a long period of time.
You feel that same dangling now as you are overcome with this kind of overwhelming energy. I love that this is a game where D20 are damage dice sometimes.
Whoa.
That's gonna be 15 magic damage.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna take a stress, and I'm going to I am your shield, protect.
You are not nearby. You are by the skeletons. These two are by the wraith.
Oh, I thought we were all, because one of the wraiths got close. I thought we were all still
and was
in
pushed
the same.
away.
Oh.
And then followed. Nah, you are not here to I am your shield, unfortunately.
Crap.
Yeah.
Uncle Cobb!
No.
So, 15 damage coming your way, Cobb. What are you looking at here?
Well, 15 is thankfully under the severe threshold.
Okay.
However, I cannot use my armor to reduce it far enough to make it go below 7, so I will simply have to take...
You could spend 2 armor slots to do so. Because your armor, it increments every 4. So it's 15, minus 4 is 11, minus 4 is 7. So you need to spend 3 to get it down to minor.
Expensive.
It's expensive.
I'll...
Take the damage, I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna take 2... Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 damage.
That'll do it. You are also vulnerable. Temporarily vulnerable.
Crap.
So now attacks against you are going to have advantage.
Crap!
I'm going to spend another 2 action tokens to call upon the vengeance of the Veil. 2 more skeletons sprout from the ground.
Oh no.
2 more actions to go. I'm going to have this group of 4 skeletons that are around old Flash. I guess he's pretty young Flash.
Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
Oh, Bazinga.
Use those last 2 to have all 4 of them attack Sheldon,
Yikes.
who is very easy to hit, even with a 3 on the d20 that will hit him.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So that is going to be 4 times 4 is 16 physical damage coming to Sheldon.
16.
As they mob around you.
I will use 1 armor slot, and I didn't think this was gonna come up. Oh, wait. 16, you said? Because I attacked. It doesn't quite happen the way I want, but I can still reduce that to a minor hit with 1 armor slot, which I will do.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be minus 12 to 4.
Cool. That is the end of all my actions. Play passes back to the players. Where are we at?
How dare you? And I'll sucker punch this this wraith. Is it still vulnerable?
It is. It did not spend its action to get rid of vulnerable.
15 with fear.
15 with fear. Beautiful. That will hit.
Okay. Dang. That's going to be 6 magical damage.
Enough to slay the wraith and bring our tokens down to 5. And that was with fear, so play will pass to me. The other wraith on the far end of the field, as the first one dissipates, its sister twin is going to let out this kind of wailing shriek of agony, and is going to, from a distance, is going to attack. Actually, no, this one's at full health. Why stay distant? Is going to move forth and attempt that same memory delve, but on you, princess. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit. I will spend hope and use my rune ward, as I have around my neck the pendant of our house, of House Starkind. It's a beautiful star pendant, of course. And it is imbued with protective magic. And obviously this is something that's passed down from princess to princess, so it is now mine. And I can spend hope and reduce the damage by d8.
Cool.
1.
19 on the die for 21 magic damage. -1 is a 20 magic damage coming your way.
Jesus.
So anything like above 12 is just like severe. Like it's just we're just having fun.
There's an optional rule where if you're double severe, it's 4.
So
But this wouldn't be double severe.
we're not just double severe. My armor is 2, so there's literally no use in doing any of this.
I think you're taking 3
I'm
hits.
taking 3 hits.
Yep. And you are also now vulnerable. So everyone but the knight is now vulnerable.
As it and then what is it doing to me?
I'm going to need you to describe a terrifying moment from your childhood as its hand caresses your cheek.
I think there was a very terrifying moment where when Sylrona one morning woke up and she saw that her once sunshine golden hair, she was once called the sun of the star kind, you know, the fact that the sun is this type of star, had turned into a bleached stark white. And it was for the first time that she did not recognize herself. And as she walked around the castle that day, she could feel everyone looking at her, and she could hear everyone's whispers, and she could hear her father talking angrily to the family physician, whoever was the royal doctor, about like, you know, why is she not cured? Like, why is this happening? And like her mother crying and like asking, like, is this my fault? Was this something that I did? And Sylrona just kind of standing out there and knowing that she's causing people all this pain, and she doesn't even really know herself anymore.
Tragic. And with that, you are now made vulnerable to the subsequent attacks of these creatures. Play passes back to the players.
Well, I was gonna...
Ironically, the only person here who isn't shell-shocked is the turtle.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna give this to Cornelius, but I'm but my loyalty is to the lady. I don't know what to do, but I'd like to, I don't know what kind of action economy this is. I have a minor health potion that restores a D4. I'd like to pass it to them.
Giving it is free,
somehow.
drinking it would be an action.
Yeah, I guess he just goes, heads up, and tosses it to the princess, to Starkind.
I guess I will. Yeah, I'll just immediately drink.
Glug. You heal 1d4 hit points.
Okay.
Sorry, I wanted to give that to you, Uncle Corn, but
I heal 2.
it's the princess.
Don't worry, and I'll give my minor health potion to you.
Oh.
Aw, thank you. Gonna roll a d4.
Alright, so that's another.
Why did I have a strong feeling it was gonna be a 1? I just knew it.
1's pretty good though. 1's better than none.
Better than none.
You're no longer a single severe hit away from dying, which is critical.
Which is critical.
Roll.
God.
That said, do you guys want to go after this wraith? It seems the most dangerous.
Yes, and I punch it in the face.
Cole, punch this wraith.
Is not vulnerable, sadly.
This one's not vulnerable. No.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh, that is a 15 with hope.
15 with hope. Take a hope. Do some damage.
Ugh. I'm gonna take a stress to re-roll that. I feel like I got a 1. Got 5. Okay, that's 8 magical damage.
8 is just above her major threshold for 2 damage to the wraith. Yes. Fantastic. Play is still in player control.
You got any magic
Punch
damage,
that
Cornelius?
ghost.
I do. I'm gonna whack that ghost with my stick.
Slam it.
Be like, you can't suck all the juice out of me, you freak.
You freak.
Nice. That's a 15 with hope.
Hits, and you gain a hope.
Nice. That's a 4 plus 1. It's 5 magic damage total.
Beautiful. 5 is a minor wound to it. Another knock on the block for this wraith as it reels backwards.
Let's finish this, Corn. And I'll spend 3 hope to do another combo.
You can only do 1. No! It's one per person per session. Is anyone else above 3 hope?
No, I'm sitting at 2. I'm also back here by the skeletons.
Do you want to go and get some skeletons?
I don't. I'm nervous about passing the play back to Julian.
Odds of that are
Wow.
equal for everybody.
Yeah, but if they get like a successful attack, then they could maybe kill the wraith, and the actions would be spent on the skeletons instead of the wraith, which is like
Actually-
the most dangerous enemies.
I'd like to do a little something to the end of my melee attack. So I've already got that 5 down, but I would like to use my fawn ancestry and maybe throw in a little kick. On a successful melee attack, you can mark a stress to kick yourself off the target, adding 2d6 to the damage and pushing either them or yourself out of melee.
Very cool. Okay, let's see if that makes it higher damage. So we're sitting on 5.
2d6 is pretty.
2d6 is
Yeah.
kind of crazy, and then you could be back with me.
4 more.
4 more
That
damage.
makes it a major wound. So it's now taken 2 hits from that instead of 1, and you kip back and land by the knight.
Oh,
Like an old flash.
Nice.
I'll take one more stress, add 2 tokens back to Unleash Chaos, and I'll just feeling all this sadness and anger that they have made me remember this awful time in my life. I'm like,
You protect nothing. You protect no one.
and I will unleash chaos.
Beautiful. At the wraith, yes.
Yes. Well, in theory, I do.
It's why I only had the slogan after I hit.
I'm going to do another stress and add another +2 to that. So I'm
curious, what is that? Is that a sorceress ability or something?
It's a subclass. It's my primal origin subclass.
Nice.
I can extend the reach by 1 range. I can add +2 to an action roll result. I can re-roll any number of damage dice, and I can hit an additional target within range.
Very
Wow.
very
That's
versatile.
Really
Yeah, and
Very
I mark
versatile.
a stress. It's
Cool.
essentially like meta magic.
Stress
It's
for
cool.
stress for meta magic.
Yeah. So okay. So that's gonna be
Very fun.
+4, 8 +3 is 11.
11's still not enough, unfortunately.
Okay. I thought gotta try.
Good
But
to
with
attempt.
hope.
Good to attempt. Failure with hope or with fear?
With hope.
Failure with hope. Beautiful. Play shall pass to me, and I've got 5 tokens to work with here. Hooey, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I feel like this thing
so-
just grabs my shadows.
Yes.
And
Grabs the
stops
shadows
me.
as they reach out and just pushes them aside, parting the Red Sea style. And it is going to. The wraith is going to fly away and fly like back out to the brush on the far end, and is going to. Actually, no, it's not. I'm going to convert 2 action tokens into a fear, so that it can use that fear and another action token to instead fly right through you, sorceress. You are vulnerable, so this roll is with advantage. That is a
gonna-
13 to hit.
13 does hit, and
Mm-hmm.
I will spend a hope to reduce the damage.
No need.
No need?
No damage here.
No damage.
The wraith flies through you, pushing your soul out. As it does, you see the world in a sudden grayscale. The scintillation you were feeling all around you, you now see as this like constant static of latent soul-binding magic that you can see is dissipates beyond the circle, but is super concentrated here in the ring. You can still see the wraith, but you can no longer see the living. You can only see the incorporeal undead as it looms here in front of you. You cannot act until the ritual die increments again and pulls you back into your body.
So can't act until we like defeat another enemy.
Yes.
Essentially. Whoa. Okay.
From there, the last 2 of these are going to be a big group attack with the skeletons. Group attacking on the vulnerable because they would really like to not waste their attack roll. They're going it for Cornelius.
One thing I will mention real quick, if you'll allow me, I just realized that with my unstoppable trait, I would have had resistance to that previous damage. So spending an armor would have made it to where it wouldn't have hurt me at all.
Cool.
Can I heal up?
Make it so.
Lovely, thank you.
And it's going to hit Cornelius with a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that is going to be 16 physical damage coming your way, Cornelius.
I will use a stress now that Cornelius is actually
There
close
we
to
go.
me. So I am your shield. I will come in to block it. I have resistance to physical damage. It's half to 8, and I'll spend an armor slot to make it nothing.
Fantastic. Play passes back to y'all. Describe how that happens.
I think what happens is he kicks back. I go, I like kind of catch him, set him down, and then as all these skeletons go, instead of actually blocking the attack, because I'm so small, I kind of spin up in my shell and kind of bowling ball, like knock them all over. Not doing any damage, but like get them off balance so that way they can't actually hit him and they kind of fall over.
I love it. Those that are restrained fall over, but they're like, ankle bones are still stuck in the reeds and the weeds.
Oh, that's gonna be...
The other ones just get kind of generally scattered about as the magic that holds them kind of tries to pull the bones back together. Play is yours.
All right.
I'm floating in the air.
You're floating.
Yes.
Someone else got to kill these things.
Since it's been a while, I guess I'll try to go in. Are any of them damaged?
All of the 4 skeletons are not, and the wraith is a little further away, but is damaged.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try to focus because I need to stay near our channeler because I don't want the Arcanist to take any damage and for this to keep going on any longer. So we'll focus on trying to get one of these skeletons down. Just gonna go in with an attack.
Give it a swing.
Ooh, that's great. That's 22 with hope.
22 with hope will hit, and
You get a hope.
get a hope.
I get a hope. So I'm gonna take a hope. Then I'm gonna roll some damage. That's going to be 9 plus 1, 10 points of physical damage.
Beautiful. You send one. Are you attacking one of the restrained ones or one of the unrestrained ones?
Let's do one of the unrestrained ones.
You send it flying. It is destroyed. That increments the die. And Holly, as the energy of the ritual continues and scintillates, you are. The princess is back in her body.
With that, and with gaining a hope, and while it's still our play, it'll use everything. But I want to do one of these cool, fun little team attacks.
Let's do it. You and old Coco.
Yeah, I want to do one with us knights got to stick together, Uncle Cornelius. Let's get him. Let's get him, Sir Cobb.
All right, Sonny, let's show him what we got.
And
4.
yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. You have to golf me into these skeletons.
Yes. Oh God.
Kinda shunk into your shell.
Yeah, and I stick my mace out, like just out of the small slit. So as I'm spinning, my mace is like flying
Your blue
out.
shell.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll each roll an attack. Mine's gonna be a 12 with hope.
Mine is a 16 with fear.
So you choose which one you use. Do you think 12 with hope's enough to hit the skeletons?
Hit the skeletons. It wasn't enough on the ribbits. Yeah, I feel more confident 12 hitting the skeletons. They don't seem to be as nimble as maybe the ribbits were. I'd say let's go with my roll, the hope roll.
Yeah, so we're up a
You
hope.
have chosen correctly.
Let's go.
12 is exactly their difficulty to hit. So you gain a hope.
You hit
And
big money.
You hit big money. Both of y'all roll damage. There's basically no way for this skeleton to live.
Gorgeous. That will be the last turn for my unstoppable features. I'm doing damage for a 4th time. But I still get to add this fun d6. Oh, and that's an incredible damage roll. That's going to be 12 physical.
Man, I got 4 magical.
Well, that's
Enough
16
to
damage.
destroy another skeleton. Decrementing the die once more. Only 3 more need to die. And boy, howdy, there's 3 creatures here.
Boy, howdy.
How convenient.
Well, I'm back. I have 1 stress left to burn, and I just looked up that if you're already vulnerable, you can't be made vulnerable again.
Might as well burn it, baby.
So let's burn a stress, get those 2 tokens back, and let's try to unleash chaos on this wrath once more.
Blam,
Let's
blam, blam,
go.
blam, blam.
Amara?
It's not even for the Patreon members. That's for us.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Just seeing how many different ways I can add 5 and 4
Oh, do
together.
you have any way to use your experiences, like spend hope to add like +2 to this
In
attack
general,
roll?
you do gotta declare that before your roll, but we're also new to the system. So, do you have any experiences you feel are relevant to punching ghosts?
I was gonna unleash my chaos, and you know that's really important when you have a heart of gold. I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't really think.
I
don't think unleash chaos and heart of gold really rhyme.
I also don't think that like a 12 or a 13 hits it.
12s have missed. No one's rolled a 13 against the wraiths yet.
Well, I got an 11.
With hope or fear.
fear.
Oh boy! It's a failure with fear, so I gain a fear and take control. Oh,
Yep.
that's delightful.
Yeah.
So your action would have been 3, so that's 3 actions I've got available for myself, and a fresh new fear to spend. Lovely.
My shadows are. I don't have control. My chaos gem. Chaos control.
You're not
Chaos
Shadow the
control.
Hedgehog. You can't control the chaos.
I think I try to reach out with my shadow again, but the problem is I'm too new at spellcasting. I can only do 1 or 2 things. So this wraith is learning to like read my movements.
It's juking you.
Yeah, it's juking me. So
Juking
I
Johnny.
try to do it again, and it grabs me again, and I'm like, oh, I need to like learn more stuff. I need to learn this more. I can't just unleash this. Like I have to control it
Yeah,
somehow.
your shadow, instead of hurting them, just goes, "Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald?"
You need to learn chaos control.
You gotta learn chaos control.
So first things first, I got 3 to work with. Let's think.
No, it's so boring. You should just let us go again.
Okay.
It's so boring for you to do. I read in there that you should only do stuff if it's cool and interesting.
Gotcha.
I think it'd be really cool to see what Kyle does.
I think this wraith's gonna try and knock the soul out of somebody else now. Get y'all from it's on that fastball special that 4 and needs one, either the golf ball or the golfer, to no longer be sapient. So it's going to make an attack on. Let's hit the turtle.
Well,
Because you're easier to hit.
good luck with that.
You're gonna get a 1.
It's a 7 on the die, plus 3 is a 10. Evasion's a 3 last I heard, yes?
No, you leveled that up, right? To 20?
Something like that.
Cool. Spend a fear. The wraith flies through your body, and you are now a turtle beyond time. As you witness your form just kind of go slack in the material plane, you see only ghosts now, child. Other 2 activations are going to go for the 2 restrained skeletons, and they are both going to spend their action to end the restrained condition.
Oh, okay.
And they, now that the big man in charge is incapacitated, they have their eyes set on the moth. The Arcanist continues to chant. The knight is incapacitated. The princess is stressed to the max. And the goat's just really old. What are we doing, y'all?
I'm gonna punch the wraith.
Punch it!
Hopefully. Well, what do you call that?
I'd say that's
Yeah,
pretty
we've been
lame.
doing it. It's fine.
Yeah, D12s don't have the cocks like D20s do.
Not since the surgery.
Look, that's
14 with fear.
14 will hit,
Okay.
but it is with fear, so I shall take control immediately afterwards.
Well, you got 8 magical damage.
8 is just enough to kill this thing.
Let's go.
I'm like, fine. Have you seen this before? And I'll just uppercut that.
How's this for a memory delve? Pow! Whack! Pow! Straight to the moon! That ghost flies up and dissipates as it
Give me
bursts,
my knight back.
bursts through the dome of the silent orchard, and it is gone. We've only 2 skeletons left, 2 increments left. Neither is restrained anymore at this point.
But neither am I, baby. The counter
Very
goes
true.
down.
You are not. It is my turn, though, and one of them is going to push past y'all and rush towards the Arcanist, and is going to make an attack on her. And it just hits.
No!
Oh, dealing.
Is there anything you can do to stop it?
I mean, we were still within very close range.
I'd call you close enough to do whatever I am your shield stuff.
I'd
can be done.
definitely. I'll spend as much stress as it takes to keep this lady safe. Give me that hit.
Alrighty, it's gonna hit you. For
I'm no longer unstoppable.
12 physical damage.
12, okay, reduced by 2 for I'm your shield, and then I'll spend an armor slot, reduce it by another 10, and
Brings
drop
it
it
flat.
to 0.
Fantastic.
What does this look like when you do that?
I think it's one of those things where as his ghost flies back into his body, he stumbles forward and just happens to walk into where the skeleton is attacking very haphazardly with his shield up, and just is kind of like pinballing around the Arcanist.
Fantastic. Play passes back to y'all, and you're all back and alive.
I'm gonna. Yeah, no, you. I've been doing a lot of turns.
Oh yeah. I'm going to do another spellcast roll, and I'm gonna cast Vicious Entangle on the skeleton that's very close to the Arcanist.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Well, hang on. If I cast the spell and keep them entangled close to the Arcanist, they can still attack, right?
Yeah.
I could go first and maybe push one of them.
Ooh, I was gonna. I could do a. Yeah. You know what? Let's start you there, because I could give them a kick, but I'd have to make sure I hit them first.
Let's maybe just try to hit them. We only have 2 left, so it might be
Yeah, and
good
these
to
things aren't
doing-
resistant. The skeletons are just skeletons.
Yeah,
Maybe good to do
All right,
some
I'm
good
gonna
Smack 'em.
I believe in you, Corny.
Yeah.
Horny corny.
Oh, horny
I'm
corny.
surprised that's the first time you've said
they
that.
call you Old Cobb the Throb.
I was gonna have to drink a blue potion for that one.
Sucks.
Well, my
get
divine
it.
punishment for making that joke is I roll a 5, thankfully still with hope, but that probably misses.
Yeah, so gain a hope. Play passes to me, though, as you clean old miss this skeleton, which is going to wheel about. And no, this thing never got to hit the Arcanist. It's going to try again, gosh darn it. It's still trying to get in on the Arcanist, making another roll. But misses with only a 2. It's disoriented from all the attacks coming its way, and it can't quite get through in order to hit. Play is still in y'all's court.
I'm gonna punch it!
The princess runs in to punch the skeleton.
Princess Punch! That's a 11 with fear.
11 with fear is a failure with fear, unfortunately. These things are a 12 to hit.
Damn it.
So I'm going to take a fear and be able to do as thy wilt. I'm going to convert that fear into 2 more action tokens. So I get 3 moves this turn. I'm going to have the 2 of the skeleton. I'm going to actually spend 2 of those to bring 2 more skeletons in.
Oh no.
Bust them up from out the ground, because I'm feeling a little low on actions at this point, and it'd be grand if I had more dudes to hit with. I'm going to pass play back to y'all. I'm gonna keep 1 action token on the board.
All right, yeah. Let's get Fine Shell in here. I'll give it my best swing, and my best swing, I mean my only swing with my mace. Ooh, that's lovely. That's going to be a 17 with hope.
17 hits with hope.
Lovely.
Take a hope and you smash one of these skeletons.
Take a hope and then immediately also spend a hope.
Beautiful.
To make it vulnerable, knock it to melee range, and add a d6 to my hit on this. A little extra damage.
Love it.
Ooh, that's great. 13 physical damage.
It's the best kind of vulnerable. It's dead.
Yeah.
There's only a single pip left to increment.
And that's of course the one closest to the moth.
Yes.
Come on, Cornelius, you've got this!
All right. Just sort of a question. Can I clear my vulnerable condition and also do an attack?
It'd be 2 actions to do that.
Would that be all right for the table?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, do
Great,
what you want.
You clear vulnerable,
I'm sick of being vulnerable to these old skeletons.
and now you make an attack.
All right, great. The skeletons that are around are no longer within melee range to the fairy.
There's 1 in melee range and 2 that are like able to close in anytime they want to.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just gonna hit the one that's closest to the moth.
Yeah.
Nice. That is a 20, dirty 20 with hope.
Beautiful.
Take a hope for that. And
Give me that damage. If you can get 7 damage with this hit, the fight is over.
Maybe.
Can you do your kickoff?
I'm gonna do my kick.
Get your kick in.
Get your kick in.
Man. This is how I get my sick kicks.
What-
Woo! That's a 6, 7, 8, 10 plus 1. That's an 11 total.
That's crazy. What is it to do the kick? Like, is it like a stress?
On a successful melee attack, I can mark a stress to kick myself off the target.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Dope as hell.
Yo, 1 stress for 2d6 damage. That's pretty good.
That's
really
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Describe how you finish off this final skeleton.
I think I'm going to
You kick off with your 3rd leg.
Gross.
I'm over you. What do you
call that one a boner?
Oh, no.
I'm glad one person's in my corner.
That's only because I'm playing a whole new old goat. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna do this like cool thing where I'm gonna use the short staff to whack at the skull off the skeleton, and then do like one kick up and like kind of bring up the skeleton head high, and boom, kind of volleyball it down onto the ground.
Spike it down, and the skull of the skeleton lands in like the sculpted mouth of the lion of the keystone, and as it just like sets, it goes fast enough to just move past the teeth, sets in place, and now it's like held there as an extra ornamentation in the keystone.
That's my uncle!
Yay, Cobb!
With that, the remainder of the skeletons crumble into just regular bones. They crumble into skeletons, open parentheses, inanimate, close parentheses. The ritual comes to its conclusion. The house comes floating back down to the ground as the keystone vibrates with arcane energy, and all at once, a soundless explosion erupts from the Whitefire Archivist, dissipating at last any enemies who might remain. The clearing is quiet once again. Back inside the treehouse, an hour later, the keystone sits suspended carefully above a fire that rumbles in the hearth. The Arcanist, who looks even older now than she did before, sits cross-legged in an overstuffed chair. There's an exhaustion in her voice as she speaks. You fought hard. I'm not surprised, of course. The king keeps good company and seems to have a worthy successor on his hands. Very glad you were here.
Could I get you something to drink, ma'am?
Yes, is there anything you need?
Tea, 2 sugars, and then 3 more sugars on a plate.
Yes.
Right away. And Flash will go to make that.
One proboscis goes in the tea, the other proboscis is just kind of like licking the sugar cubes on the plate.
Fascinating.
We truly do live in a realm.
The kingdom of Arelm, led by your father.
Beautiful.
Well, with that, guys, we kind of solved a big deal. It was wonderful getting to travel with you all. I guess my only question is, what's next?
Well, we have to bring this back so that the city will be safe.
It'll be ready soon. The keystone will need a week, maybe more, to allow the magic to settle in. Mm-hmm. I don't know how your skull gambit there at the end changed things, so I'm going to give it a little wiggle room just in case. Mm-hmm. I'll need to watch it carefully to ensure nothing cracks or becomes sentient or anything. Mm-hmm. You know how it is.
Yeah.
In the meantime, after you rest and gather yourselves, you can have a meal and a warm bath. And I have one more thing to ask of you. We pull up out from the Arcanist's home, out from the forest itself to view the verdant expanse from above, and we see twisting stone spires break through the tree line, each with a flame flickering within the tower like a beacon. She continues, There's a spire further east of here, maybe a few hours' walk. I felt it on the way to the ritual. Its power was strange. The light felt weaker than it should be. I think something might be terribly wrong with the Spirekeeper, and I fear what will happen if its fire is extinguished altogether. When you're ready, come back, and I'll give you my map so you can make it there safely. It's good to have heroes here in Sablewood again. And that brings our little adventure here to a close, which means that you all are going to level up. We wanted to take a little moment here at the end of the session to highlight what leveling up in this system looks like, and we'll probably bring these characters back for a subsequent use if we're gonna playtest the full rules once they're in final form.
So yeah,
He called us heroes.
I'm so proud of you, my beautiful princess. I remember when you were just a tiny little girl. Now you're a killer badass with magical ghost punching gauntlets. I couldn't be more proud.
Thank you. I could have never imagined that this would be my life. But if there is someone that needs help, I will always be there to help them.
It's been an honor to be your squire for hire, ma'am. I just hope that you'll consider me for repeat employment.
I look to you, and
I don't have a sword, but I hope that this works.
You punch me in the face on the left and right.
Please kneel.
Sir, he kneels and is only like, he's already a foot shorter than...
Yeah, I think I'm the tallest one in the group at 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I...
You're 6 foot? Jesus Christ.
Elves are really tall in this world. And I'll do one karate chop on the left.
Oh.
One on the right.
Oh.
And one on the top of your head.
Oof.
From this day forward, you... Give me 1 second to think of a pun for night.
No longer a squire...
No, let me do it. From this day forward, you will be my knight for every fight.
Wow. A promotion.
Thank you, Sir Flash Fineshell.
I never thought I'd be a sir. That means we're the same rank. You can't bully me anymore.
Yeah, good luck with that, Sonny.
Yeah, I just thought I'd try my luck.
Hey, you did a fine job out there. You should be proud of yourself and hold your shell high. Someday, you'll have as many medals and ribbons and titles and accolades as I.
You shouldn't refer to people as accolades, sir.
With that, what is everyone picking for their level up? So everybody gets an additional experience with a +1 modifier. I'd love to hear what everyone thinks their new experience will be based on this adventure.
After spending time with Old Cobb, my new experience is going to be getting bitches.
Nice. It's not that quiet of a night in the town of Hush.
I think mine will be...
The shell is a lot of noise.
Will be... Jesus. Will be Weaver of Shadows.
Ooh, I like that. Very cool.
I'm gonna gain the new experience of babysitter, where apparently my job is to sort of monitor and watch youngins. So I've developed a knack for wrangling.
I love it.
Our damage threshold has gone up, I think.
Yeah, your damage threshold, your severe damage threshold goes up by 2. You pick a new domain deck card.
I know it's slightly different for each class. Is it go up by 2 for everyone?
It's 2 for the druid.
It's 2 for mine as well.
Okay, mine is also 2. I know that it increases when I hit like 5 and 8 to be something more substantial as well. With that, I know that we get 2 out of like roughly 8 options or so that we can pick as well. I know the 2 that I would likely be getting is increase proficiency by 1.
Nice.
And add 1 more armor slot.
Those are the exact 2 I would pick in your position.
Yeah, because as a Galapa, my proficiency is added to my armor, meaning it would be an 11. I also deal more damage now. And of course, having that extra armor slot means I can protect people more.
Holly, which 2 would you choose for the princess?
I'm going to add a stress slot.
Nice.
Because I use that a lot.
You're a stress build.
I am, and then I'm going to do increase traits. And I'm going to...
nice.
Yeah, I'm going to increase my strength and my instinct.
Nice.
So my strength is now +2, my instinct is now +3.
Beautiful. And then Neo, which 2 would you pick?
I think being out on the road and, stretching my old goat limbs back again, putting some life back into me, I'm going to increase my major damage threshold by 2, so I can just take more pain. And I am also going to... I think I'm going to, in that case, it's spending some time with... spending more time out with people again, chatting, instead of doing my old lonely old grounds work. I'm going to increase my presence, which was formerly -1, and I'm going to create it to a net 0 as I learn how to, learn how to make small talk and have fun and have a good time and chit-chatting and learn to be a bit more of a face character.
Nice. Which of the other traits do you want to increase by 1?
I would also like to increase my strength.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm working out a little bit again, it's nice. Getting some...
Had to lift up a cart earlier.
Yeah.
So the final step, you each get a chance to choose a new domain ability. Start with Skylar.
I know that the one that I chose, at least that makes the most sense for young Flash, is from the Blade category, a soldier's bond, where once per long rest I can compliment someone or ask them about something they're good at, and we both gain 3 hope.
Aww.
Yeah. Uncle Cornelius? How do I go about acquiring damsels?
Oh, so you want to know about getting bitches? Well,
I said what I said.
Holly.
See, the first thing is, you gotta beg for it. Outside, in the rain, silk shirt preferable.
Can I riv you up? Please.
Holly, what is
Oh. So I was between two. One was a cinder grass. I can temporarily catch a target on fire. But the one I had to go with, because it's so in flavor, is I can essentially conjure a midnight spirit, so like a shadow spirit, that can either carry stuff for me, or I can send it to attack, and then it will dissipate. But it's really cool.
I actually thought about Cindergrasp myself because that's a really cool spell, but I chose Conjure Swarm. I can either summon a bunch of beetles, which like increase my armor, or I can summon a bunch of fireflies. That does magic damage, so that's definitely the one for sure.
fantastic.
I can't wait to use all these new fun abilities when the game releases.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for joining us for this deep dive into the playtest of Daggerheart. We'll see you all next week for the post-mortem as we dissect this still to be born game. And I hope you all have enjoyed this series of Tiny Table.
So the joke I never got to say was a paladin on a payroll.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You're a guardian because this isn't fucking 5e, Skylar.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Haven't you heard?
Okay, then I'm a sir on salary.
All right.
Get up, folks. Put it away.
I got him today.
Hi, and thank you for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, then we'd really appreciate if you left us a review. If you really like what we do here and want to support us further, you can join us at patreon.com/tinytablepodcast. Our business email is also open for inquiries at tinytablebusiness@gmail.com, and all of our socials can be found in the episode description for any shenanigans you might want to follow. Till next time, see ya!